To go as the Dolphins get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. To return it is Corey Grant. And a very nice return up to the 35, but was it aided by something illegal? Let's find out. On the counter, here's McCoy. A second time. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Charles, I think sometimes maybe we take LaShawn McCoy for granted. Been in the league since 2009. He's played 12 or more games every season as a running back. 30 years old this year. What do you see for his future?
I still see a very bright future for him, and you're exactly right. We do kind of take him for granted. Remember, he was with Philadelphia. Then he goes to Buffalo. Buffalo goes through the playoff drought before last season. And the Eagles, they win a Super Bowl without him. So, yeah, we forget just how special he is. But I do think with his running style, he's got many more seasons left.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Well, I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. Finding some room at midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a play fake here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go now. Blue 90! Blue 90! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by T.J. McDonald. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. He's had his interception woes early in his rookie season, but sometimes that happens. There are great examples of guys in the past that have had those same struggles early.
You are so correct, and what the team and organization is hoping, we're going to see these woes now But later, when we're helping him with his Hall of Fame speech, we'll remember his rookie year and how things began.
And he'll get this across midfield to the 48. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
On 2nd down, here's Tannehill. Going deep here for Stills. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Shifts by him. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Corey Grant now to return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. William Hayes in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Allen gonna throw. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off near the 42. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. He has been interception-prone here in his rookie season. How patient can they be with him?
That is the key question, isn't it? A lot of it depends on the head coach, what type of defense you have, and just a general understanding of the makeup of him. But the bottom line is you posed a great question. Are they at the stage where they've run out of patience and now they get to demand production? Or do you continue to stay with him this way?
Hey, hustle, we're walking. We're all walking. Where you at? Patch it. Here you go, Tiger.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. First foray into the red zone for Miami. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Now it's Tannehill. He goes underneath the Drake. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
To throw is Tannehill. And this is going to be intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. Amendola, he was the intended target.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football. And the offense does cover this one, but back inside their own 5-yard line.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. On third and long, it's Allen. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. The Dolphins getting set to go here. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, and it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10 at their own 21. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now he'll let it go deep down the left side. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. First carry for Frank Gore back home here in Miami. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. 3rd and 11. And some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Hey, 20. Play. There you go, Tiger. 50. Ready, hunt.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football.
Get set.
Single. Who got 17?
Right. Play.
Check.
Hey, 20.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And it's caught by Parker. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. This is intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at
Allen now on 1st down. Flush. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Cameron Wake in there to get him. And that's sack number 12 for him on the year. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. To throw, it's Allen. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Detroit! Detroit!
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a 1st down. Now it's Allen. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Cameron Wake in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. From the gun, it's Allen. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. And they will finally catch him, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Second and goal from inside the 5. They'll give it to him up the middle. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
The Bills on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Corey Grant, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bills draw a bit closer.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Jakeem Grant now to return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I
was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Play. Everyone's got 4. Tag it.
On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 30 yards there.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Let's go. 28.
On first down, Drake. Oh, good move. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. So 1:56 to play in this first half. We'll come back to Miami after this.
Tag.
Here's Tannehill now on 2nd down. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. First down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On first down, it's Tannehill being chased out left. And throw right side complete to Parker. And down inside the 15 he goes. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
From the red zone now, Tannehill. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. As the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Play.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. And incomplete, a disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The Bills getting set to go. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
All right, here we go. Green.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Check.
He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Watch him now, Barney.
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
It's caught. Jones. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
Gone. Over.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. He was trying to get it to Zay Jones that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. A final shot before half for Allen. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. Gets past one, and McCoy loses the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. Room here to run. And he brings it back. Can you believe it? An offensive disaster on the final play of the first half.
They just had to hold on to the ball.
So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
Extra point splits the uprights. We have hit halftime. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. The return man is Grant. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Yeah, this is going to put them back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Now a play fake here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 44 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Detroit! Detroit! Now let's go. Green, 39.
Throwing on first down is Allen. He's going to float this one deep right side. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play here for Buffalo, and even 40 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run it with McCoy. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that is going to set up third and goal. Here's Allen. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
Here comes Grant on the return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. So now here come the Dolphins. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Right back to Drake. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
Hip. That boy's got 4 down. Play.
Third and 2, Tannehill. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Play.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Tannehill now just 7 of 16 passing thus far, but he's got a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's Tannehill. He's going to go up, and this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, his 4th touchdown on the year, and the Dolphins add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked it. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Cameron Wake in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. First pick of the career for Minka Fitzpatrick. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Tannehill hands to Dre. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. It's complete to Parker, left side. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Cordray Tankersley with a pick. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Drake off the give from Tannehill. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
Let's go. Let's go. Lady.
To throw on 2nd down is Tannehill. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Shaq Lawson in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. So after the sack of Tannehill, the Dolphins come up here on a 3rd and long. Tannehill now to throw. He's got Amendola for a Miami touchdown. Danny Amendola hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They'll try and get the running game going with McCoy. Oh, what a juke into space. LaShawn McCoy off to the races. 20. And they do get him out of bounds finally, but the damage is done. A big hitter on what proves to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with McCoy. A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Strong left. Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down.
On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. He'll get it up the middle, and he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's McCoy. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. It's a quarterback sneak, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Josh Allen, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills get a bit closer. Well, there was no secret there. They were in goal line formation. They wanted to pound it in on 4th and goal, and they did just that.
And how about the challenge? That's a challenge to the offensive line, which they eagerly accept. I haven't met a lineman yet that doesn't want to run the ball more than throw it because they get to fire out and really smack someone. And, boy, they got it done. I'm sure they were encouraging them on the sideline. Let's go, and let's run the ball as well. And they put it in for 6.
Hauschka with the extra point, and that will get him one closer. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Hey. 4 down. Hey, alert.
Hustle, we're walking. We're all walking.
They stay on the ground with Drake. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Kill. Turn up. Kill.
On the give, this is Drake. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. Now on 2nd down, this is Gore. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. They'll stick to the ground game with Gore. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a 1st down with his very next run.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Gore. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Good. Ready?
Well, I know at points in this one you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right?